In September 1939, the Nazis invaded Poland and within a month occupied the capital of Warsaw, home to nearly 1.3 million people. A year later, in November 1940, the Germans sealed some 450,000 Jews from the city and elsewhere inside the Warsaw Ghetto. Today, many reminders of that time can be seen in the city, including these bricks outlining the ghetto wall. Behind me is a small part of what's left of the wall of the Warsaw Ghetto. Inside were crammed a third of the city's population, as well as others, into less than 5% of the area of the city. During the summer of 1942, the Germans deported close to 300,000 Jews and sent them to the death camp at Treblinka.
The end of the road. Calmly I calculate. It is now 2 p.m. I look at the clear April skies. Come nightfall, we will be taken to Treblinka. When dawn breaks, I will no longer be alive. It's a simple calculation. This is the last time I'm seeing the blue skies between the clouds. Today, exactly 8 decades later, I think about that anonymous Jew. I look at the skies like he did, and the pain pierces my heart.
After seeing what they likely faced, those who remained decided to fight. They began to secretly build bunkers, smuggle weapons, and train for the right moment. The Warsaw Ghetto Uprising began on April 19, 1943, when the surviving residents refused to surrender to the police commander who had ordered the ghetto to be destroyed. For nearly a month, they fought a battle knowing they would not win. In the end, 13,000 Jews died in the uprising. About half burned alive or suffocated. It would become the largest single Jewish revolt during World War II.
It was clear to us that we had no chance of victory in the usual sense of the word, but we knew that at the end of the day, we would emerge victorious. We are the weak ones, but our strength lay in this. We believed in justice. We believed in humanity. Zibia Lubitkin and her comrades were right. Most of the warriors of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising did not survive, but their spirit won here on this soil.
Today there are less than 1,000 Jews in Warsaw, a tiny fraction of the population it was before the Holocaust. Earlier this year, Israeli President Isaac Herzog attended the annual memorial ceremony to the Jews who fought, hailing it as the emblem of heroism during humanity's darkest hour.
Here at this place where we gather stood the ghetto, cramped, bustling, and bursting with life. Nearby was the collection point. It was there that the fate of 300,000 Polish Jews were sealed and deported to the Treblinka death camp. When I close my eyes, I can see the brave warriors of the revolt, the few hundred souls who faced the thousands of Nazi soldiers who stormed the ghetto to murder them.
For the first time, a German head of state, German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier, participated in the ceremony that's been held since 1948.
I stand before you today and ask for your forgiveness for the crimes committed here by Germans.
Steinmeier said, as a German and the country's president, it was difficult to be there.
The terrible crimes that Germans committed here fill me with profound shame. Here in the square, by the memorial to the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, I stand before you in grief and humiliation. I affirm our responsibility for the crimes of the past and our responsibility for our shared future.
Even though Israel, Germany, and Poland still have their differences, Herzog, Steinmeier, and Polish President Andrzej Duda shook hands in front of the monument to the ghetto heroes, a testimony to the bravery of the fighters and the power of reconciliation. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Warsaw, Poland.